I know you're wondering, where have you been? But it has been a busy time. I looked on my last live and I saw that I have disappeared from y'all for like 7 months. And I told myself I was supposed to been got back on live. I was supposed to been doing lives since the beginning of the year. And I did not do it. So I'm holding myself accountable. I'm trying to get back into my live era because we used to have fun on these lives. And I just want to get back into it. So I'm like, what better way than to clean out our closet? First of all, happy Friday. Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday, because it has been a week. I feel like this whole month, which is crazy that it's about to be July, I feel like this whole month just flew by like fast. And typically June, it seems like it lasts like a long time. But the fact that it's flying by like crazy, it just baffles me that we're like at the end. So I'm just like, I was supposed to been clean up my closet. So don't judge me. But basically, I still have my winter clothes in my closet. That's what I'm dealing with right now. Which is crazy. I just been living out of my little bin that I have my summer clothes in and spring clothes in, and I just been living out of the bin because I was like, I don't feel like cleaning out my closet. But then I also wanted to do the cleaning out my closet on live because clearly y'all enjoy those. So I was just like, I could just do that. So here we are. I'm cleaning out my closet, cleaning out all my winter clothes, even though we're about to hit July. And then by the time I blink, it's going to be fall. And I'm going to be like, I just cleaned my closet out. So we are going to chit chat, catch up on some things. And while we do that, I'm going to be cleaning out my closet. Fair game. So I hope that you missed me because I missed y'all, even though I had disappeared, but I did miss y'all because I was kept just thinking like, dang, I really do need to go live. And I'm just glad that I decided to do that today because it is time for me to clean this closet out. It's not like it's crazy chaotic. I guess I could show you like what it looks like. I know I got like everything up and stuff, but I could just show you like what it looks like. And I just got all my winter clothes and everything like in here. I got my bin like blocking because all of these are my summer clothes. And like I said, I just been living out of my bin a little bit because I've been lazy and didn't want to clean my closet out, and that's not good. But if I could scoop this over just a little bit, if I don't tumble over. Okay, that would have been ugly. It would have fell on my foot. But basically, I still got all my winter clothes, which is honestly crazy. So I'm going to get all of this stuff out of here so I can have my summer clothes in here because we're in summer and it's time. So yeah, it has been such a busy time. Like it seemed like when 2025 came in here, like the year just started going by so fast. Like I know a lot of people, I'm trying to get my cord. I know a lot of people said that January was like super long, but to me, I feel like it went by super duper fast. So, and I want to say in January, what was going on? It was a lot of stuff going on. TikTok ban. That's what was going on. It was, I'm so tired of the TikTok ban. Like that was insane. And then the fact that it had shut down, I was like, I'm gonna need TikTok to come back. But it's the craziest thing. It's like, of course I care about TikTok, but the craziest thing that I was like, y'all can't take this away was CapCut. Because I use CapCut for like everything. Like all my edits, all the editing that you see on my YouTube shorts, all of that stuff is done with CapCut. And then all of the stuff that you see as far as like on my vlogs are done with CapCut. So I was just like, I'm gonna need CapCut to come back. Because what you mean? And then I think it was like they said that they were supposed to shut it down by like midnight. So I'm over here rushing, trying to get everything done. And tell me why I couldn't even like export my stuff. I thought I had like some time to get it done, but apparently I did not. And that was crazy. I was just like, what in the world? Like, it was just a whole mess. Because I was just like, I don't want you to take away TikTok, but I also don't want you to take away CapCut because I need CapCut to edit. So it just makes sense for me to start like now learning like more software. So in case that does happen again, even though there has been like, well, we're on our third TikTok ban this year. So I told myself that I was going to learn like other editing software. So then that way, if that happens again and CapCut leaves, at least I have a backup. And I want to say, I know how to use InShot. If you know any other ones, let me know. But there are so many other ones that I did see. But I think InShot was pretty decent for me. But it's nothing like CapCut. Like, CapCut is my favorite. Like, that's my favorite editing software. It just has so many different capabilities and so many different things you could be creative in. And that's why, like, my videos have been so, like, fun to watch, as I would say. So it's just crazy how oh, I see someone in the chat said hi. Hello, how are you doing today? Welcome to the live. I am back in my live era, so I'm excited about this. I've been in disappearing mode, but it was for good reasons because it got super busy content creation wise, and like so many different things was going on. But I'm like, I had to make time to get back into creating content and getting everything going. So I'm hoping that I can do these like more often, like to get on live and stuff. So we shall see what happens. But at least I'm back, you know. So, but where was I going with this? I know I was talking about the TikTok ban, the CapCut ban. I'm just glad we got it back, even though they're going to keep banning it again and again and again. But we shall see what happens. But yeah, I really do need to learn another software, so then that way I'm good, because I was about to cry over CapCut, but I was frustrated because I had like so many different, like, I had so much content on there, and the fact that I couldn't export it was crazy. And then everyone had like their different methods on how to get it out, like how to export it. And I was like, it's not working for me. Because I think it was something with like you had to turn your airplane mode on or something like that. And I'm like, I shouldn't have to do all of that for a service that I'm paying for. And then I know like a lot of people were like canceling their accounts. But I was just like, I'm sure it's going to come back. But I did not cancel my account. So I do remember CapCut canceled my account. Like, they did it to a lot of people. And I had to get in touch with the customer service because I'm like, I didn't want to cancel the service because I kind of had a feeling it was coming back, just didn't know when. So I was so mad, y'all, when they canceled my account. I'm like, I've already paid this up for the year, so is either y'all gonna run me my refund or what we doing? So that was pretty crazy. Like, I had to get in touch with customer service, and I'm just glad that they weren't playing no games and they did refund my money. So I was happy about that, because I was just like, CapCut, do not play with me like that. Do not play with me like that, because that was crazy. So just dealing with that stuff. I did manage to get it straight, so I was happy about that, because for a split second when I explained to them the situation, they didn't understand what was going on. Mind you, I gave them a screenshot, all of it, because I don't play. I'll give you a screenshot. And then finally, they were able to get the situation resolved. So I was like, okay, cool. Because I'm going to need my money, CapCut. Like, if you're not going to, get the services. So then when it was another TikTok ban, I was like, okay, let me brace myself for CapCut. And then they ended up extending it. And then we got another extension. I think it was this month we got another extension. Because I had, I think on TikTok, I had started like putting like all of my platforms that I was on. So then that way everybody can keep up with me, because I'm just like, I don't know if this is going to happen again. I feel like it was so much panicking going on. So I was just like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and let people know like where else you can find me, because that was crazy when it completely just shut down. I was like, what is going on here? So that was a whole like mess going on here. So first of all, I am impressed by my skin. I'm over here looking at the at the screen, you know, to see who's all on this chat. But I am pretty impressed by my skin. And I actually had to update my skincare routine. And I know that I was supposed to bend it like a skincare routine with y'all on live. And I'm actually going to do that because I've updated my skincare routine. And I hope that you are wearing SPF, your sunscreen, because last year I learned my lesson. Well, yeah, I learned my lesson last year that you better wear your sunscreen because I had a bad tan last year and I'm just now recovering from it. So I'm like, I better wear the sunscreen all over my body because we don't have time for no tans. Like, that was crazy. Because I had got like a tan from the bikini. And if you were on my lives last year, I was going to the pool like a lot last year. But I just feel like this year, Atlanta has been tripping. Like, this is not what I imagined my summer to be, and spring, because it started doing this like in the spring, but really the summer, now that we're in the summer now. So it has been raining, as we've been saying, like 40 days and 40 nights in Atlanta. And it has been insane. I'm like, I'm just trying to get to the pool, okay? I'm trying to get to the pool so I can enjoy the pool. So, because I want to say it's been open since like April. But in April, it was a lot of pollen. And me and pollen, we are not besties. We actually really do hate each other. And it hates me bad. And so I always try to go to the pool like around like May. Like close to the end of May. Because then the pollen starts to like die down and stuff. And so all of a sudden in May. So it wasn't April. It was May. I done skipped May. So May, that's when we started getting like all of this rain, and it felt like 40 days and 40 nights. And I was just like, I think you proved your point, weather. Like, we are definitely getting the rain. Like, come on now. Like, we all trying to be outside. We trying to, you know, enjoy our pool and stuff. And the fact that I have not been to the pool and it's about to be July is crazy. And then it feels like the times when, you know, it does be sunny, then all of a sudden a downpour come out of nowhere and all I need to be at the pool and then get rained on. Like, that's the worst. Because it did almost happen to me before. And I was like, I'm not trying to get rained on. So that's what I've been dealing with. Because I really would have probably went live a long time ago, because I would have just went to the pool and went live with y'all like I did last year. Because it seemed like y'all really enjoyed me being at the pool and me showing off my swimsuits and stuff. But I haven't even bought any new swimsuits because of the weather being like this. I'm like, well, if it's going to be like this, then what's the point of new swimsuits? You know, because by the time we blink, the way this year is moving, we already about to be in July, August, September, fall going to be here. So I'm like, I don't know. And I've also been noticing that the swimsuits are pretty expensive. I'm like, I couldn't believe that I was spending like a lot of money on swimsuits. I feel like under $30 is cool for me for a swimsuit. But if you like, I don't know about like spending like 80 or more on like swimsuits. That is crazy. And the fact I did that, I'm like, girl, what was you thinking? Because all you doing is getting in the water, you know. But I don't know. I'm not trying to spend like $1 million on a swimsuit, because I just been noticing like these prices for swimsuits have been crazy. I don't know if you noticed. Let me know if you noticed that these swimsuits are pretty pricey. But I'm like, I'm not trying to pay $1 million for a swimsuit, you know, especially if I'm just getting in the water. So I just feel like that's just insane, in my opinion. And another reason why I have not gotten any. But of course, Fashion Nova has been having sales back to back. So probably I might get like maybe 3 swimsuits. But this rain got to die down in Atlanta. Like, I just feel like it's been raining 40 days and 40 nights. And then when we get to having sunny weather, that's when it's like extremely hot, like desert hot. I'm like, you know, I know we can't complain about the sun, the rain. We can't complain about all of it. But that sun has been deadly. Like, it has been extremely hot. So I'm just like, well, kind of got to deal with it. We in the summertime. It's going to be like that. But that's why I encourage that you make sure that you wear your SPF, your sunscreen. So then that way you don't get sunburned, because last year that tan was crazy for me. And I told myself I better make sure that I get me some sunscreen. Now, if you're wondering like what sunscreen you should get, like what brand or what brand that I use, I just started using Black Girl sunscreen. I've been seeing it all over TikTok. Typically, I don't really go with stuff that people say on TikTok, like, oh, you should do this or whatever. And of course, I looked into it and everything, and I was like, okay, I feel like this is good. And I was trying to decide, do I want to get the SPF 30 or do I want to get the SPF 50? So I decided to go with the SPF 50. And so far, so good. It's been really good. And I've been liking it so far. So I'll give you a verdict if I do end up not liking it. But if you are just trying to decide like what sunscreen to use, for me, I use Black Girl sunscreen, but I also use what's that name? I also use Fenty Skin for sure. I love me some Rihanna. Everything Rihanna I have, it's crazy at this point. I have an addiction, just a little bit, just a tiny bit. Okay, maybe a lot of it. However, that's another good sunscreen for your face. Like you could use like Fenty Skin SPF. I've been using her stuff for a long time. I think since she launched Fenty Skin, I've been using like her SPF, and it's been really good on the skin. Like right now, what's another brand? Because I have it on my face like right now. Because I don't have Black Girl sunscreen on my face. Because that's why my face looks like so glowy right now. What was it? Oh, It Cosmetics sunscreen. I actually really do like that. It comes in like a little bottle, maybe like this tall. I don't want to have to walk out of here to show y'all. I'll just do it when I end up going live and showing you like my whole full skincare routine. But yeah, I typically use It Cosmetics as well, and it has my skin like glowing like crazy. I might end up getting some more. I just wish the bottle was bigger. But I've had it for like over a year now, and it's been working miracles, and I'm just like impressed with how shiny and smooth my skin is. So that's another reason why I love wearing like It Cosmetics. So that's another brand that you can do. So I gave you like 3 brands. I gave you like 3 suggestions, and that was Black Girl sunscreen, the Fenty Skin one sunscreen, and what was the other one I said? It Cosmetics. Those are some really good SPFs that you can have for your face to make sure that you get yourself protected from being sunburned. Because, girl, we can't be out here. We cannot be out here sunburned. So, yep, just trying to give my girls some good options because, you know, and my guys too, you can wear it as well. Just because it say Black Girl sunscreen don't mean that you don't need to wear it, because that you can't wear it, because my husband, he wears the Black Girl sunscreen and he's been loving it so far. So, but yeah, those are my recommendations for wearing like SPF and stuff. And like I said, I do want to go live and show y'all my skincare routine. I also just posted like a glimpse snapshot of my skincare routine. And I'm like literally showing you like what I do for the morning time. And then I think I'll do one for the nighttime so you can see like how I do my skincare at night and stuff. But I mean, it's kind of, I don't really have like a condensed like morning skincare routine. Like I don't like to use a lot of stuff. I feel like it's best to just have a 3-step routine. The most, well, for me, I would rather have a 3-step routine. But if you have to do 4 or 5 steps, fine. It all depends on your skin type. But for me, I can get away with like doing like 3, have 3 things for like skincare. I don't need to do like a whole like 10-step routine. I feel like that's too much. I'm already like, you know, so I'd rather just, you know, have a good basic 3-step routine where I ain't got to do too much and it gets the job done so I can be protected and everything with my skin and stuff. So I feel like less is definitely better with skincare, because I be looking at some of these girls and they have 10-step routines like for their skincare, and I'm just like, Jesus. Like, how do you keep up with all that? So I just feel like less is more. That's what I was trying to get at. Less is more. And I've been loving my updated 3-step routine that I've been doing. And I mean, it's mainly just cleanser, toner, and then SPF. And well, really it's 4-step because the moisturizing lotion. So I just want to make sure that my skin is looking glowy and nice. And the fact that it looks so glowy and nice in this live, I'm like, wow, I'm impressed. So far, so good. Because I've been using like, what's that product? It's a cherry, it's called like a cherry dub, I think. It's like a cherry dub type cleanser from Fenty Skin. I've been wanting to try it, and now that I have tried it so far, like I've only been using it for like maybe 3 or 4 days, but I can definitely see that my skin is loving it so far because I haven't noticed any breakouts. So that's a major plus. Because once I start noticing some breakouts from a new product that I'm trying, I'm like, yeah, I'm mad. Because I'm like, this should not be happening. So I haven't noticed like any breakouts, and I'll definitely keep you updated on the cherry dub that I've been using from Fenty Skin. But so far, it's really good. It smells really great, and it smells like cherries. I actually do like that she incorporated the cherries in that particular product because it smells like so good. I was obsessed with it. Like, I've been obsessed with it since I started using it. And I want to say I started using it, I think I started using it like Monday. Yeah, I think I started using that particular product like Monday, and I feel like it's been doing like really good for my skin. So far, like I said, no breakouts. Clearly, thank goodness, because I was like scared. I'm always scared to like use like new products sometimes because you never know what it's going to do to your face. And I just feel like because I'm now allergic to coconut, which is crazy because everything involves coconut, but I just kind of just be careful with what I put on my face and what I put on my body because I don't want it to like break out and stuff. So it's honestly crazy that I'm allergic to coconut, and it's honestly sad because now it's like I have to be so cautious when I go out somewhere. Like if it has coconut in it, I'm like, oh my God, is it gonna like get me or what's gonna happen? So I'm just thankful that I know now like coconut is something that I'm allergic to. But it's so crazy because I think if it's like, I guess, synthetic coconut, I feel like I'm okay. But then if it's like an actual like coconut, like it's a lot on there, that's when I like start getting an allergic reaction. So I don't know. It's just crazy when I was telling my husband, is like it's just crazy like when you get older, and I was telling my friends like it's just crazy when you get older that all of a sudden the stuff that didn't used to bother you back then is the stuff that bothers you now. Because I've been eating coconut since I was little and I never had a problem with it. And I never been a coconut lover because it's not something that I'd be like, oh yeah, I gotta have coconut. Like I don't really care about coconut like that. So it was just crazy that when I had went to this restaurant and tried like this it was like a fried ice cream, but apparently they had put like coconut in it, which I don't know why they would do that because honestly, I would have, and I don't even think I saw it on the menu that it had coconut in it as well, so that's even worse. And so it was like a fried ice cream. It had coconut shavings in it. That's what it was. And all of a sudden, like I was good. I was eating it. It was really good. I didn't think nothing of it because I'm not really allergic to anything, like that, except like, as far as the medicine world, I'm allergic to certain things, certain medicines. But I never thought like I would have to be that concerned about coconut, like of all things. So basically I was literally just sitting there. We was eating and I was good. I took pictures. We ended up taking pictures outside. And then like all of a sudden I started like feeling weird. Like my throat was about to close up. I felt like this burning sensation. Like I was like telling my family like, are y'all hot? Like it's so funny that I said that because I was like, are y'all like hot or something? And like my husband and my parents, they were like, no, we're not hot. Like what's your problem? And my dad had the air on full blast, but I was just like burning up as if someone had just lit me on fire. And my throat was like closing up and it was just a whole mess. Like I was getting all the symptoms, and then my husband looked at my face and it just was completely breaking out, a whole allergic reaction. And I was just like, it was all good a couple of minutes ago. Like what just happened? But Apparently, the shavings did not agree with me, and I cannot eat coconut shavings or coconut really. And yeah, I basically barfed. I barfed all of it out. I know, TMI, but that's what happened. That was the only way to save myself, because I even passed out in the parking lot because apparently, like, my dad, he had to go and get, like, I think it was like some grocery item he had to go get. I don't know what it was, because I was just so out of it. And I told my husband, I was like, I'm getting like super duper hot. Like, I got to get out of here. Like, it's like a fight with your body and stuff. And so I can laugh about it now, but it wasn't funny then. It was not funny then. Let me find me a pants hanger. But I was literally fighting for my life. I was literally fighting for my life. I was like, I am burning up. Like, get me out of this car. So once I got out of the car, I literally passed out in the parking lot, y'all. And luckily, my husband caught me in time, because if he hadn't, I would have hit my head on the pavement, because I just was so out of it. So I was like, what in the world? And so then we get back in the car, because my dad was like, we're going to the emergency room. We're going to the emergency room. And once he said all of that, that's when I barfed. And yeah, it was a whole mess. And I kid you not, I felt so much better after that. I had to get me some Pepto-Bismol, all of the pills, because, and electrolytes as well, because I was so out of it after that. But I know that was so random. I threw that in there, but you know me. I come with a random like story time, because I can go there with my story times. And if you watch my vlogs, I can come with a good story time to tell you, because it seems like it's always something happening to me. It's always something weird, And so I just felt like that was just a bit much for me. And I have not looked at coconut the same. But now that I be looking at everything has coconut in it. So it's like, how was I able to escape all of this? Like, if I was allergic to coconut. So that's why I feel like probably not I think, like, if I have, like, shavings of coconut, that's when I'm allergic. But then, like, if it's, like, synthetic or it's already mixed into a product or whatever, then that's when I'm okay. But that's just so weird to me because, yeah. I don't know. The body is very interesting, clearly, because I'm just like, what's happening? What's happening here? I'm over here falling out. It was a whole mess, y'all. It was a whole mess. So I'm just glad that I got through that situation, because I ain't know for a split second, because it's nothing like having your throat like close up on you and you can't like breathe, you can't do anything. So it's like, and I have asthma as well, so that all of that was just ghetto. It was just ghetto. Every time I think about it, I'm like, that was such a ghetto situation that happened to me. So I still to this day don't understand, like, why would they put coconut shavings in fried ice cream? And I've had fried ice cream since I was little, and I never thought like it will be incorporated into a fried ice cream, because just have it normal. Just have fried ice cream. That's it. Like, don't do nothing else. Just leave it be. And I just, that's just insane to me. So if you're allergic to coconut as well, let me know in the chat, because I'm over here fighting for my life with the coconut shavings and stuff. So if you're allergic to coconut as well, let me know in the chat, because it's always some strange stuff that just happens to me, But I learned my lesson. Because they still have it on the menu. So I learned my lesson. I'm not getting that again. And I make sure to like read to make sure like, okay, it doesn't have like coconut in it and stuff. And I'm still getting used to it, because it's been some stuff where it had coconut in it. And I'm like, oh my God. And then my husband like, oh my God, don't tell me we got to go through this again. And I'm like, I hope not. And then I'd be fine. So that's when I knew like it's a certain thing, like shavings, onset of a coconut. Then that's when I will pass out, fall out, and get sick. So I'm alive. I'm alive. And crazy enough, that happened on our first anniversary. First wedding anniversary, and that's what I remember for the first wedding anniversary. Is that I passed out, fell out, all of the all of the feels, you know. All of the feels. So, but I'm blessed. I'm still here. I'm still here. And I'm glad that I didn't tell them, like, hey, can you get me another fried ice cream? Because it really was good. I will not lie. Like, it was really good. And I was kind of tempted to get another one. And if I did get another one, I probably would have been dead for real. And that would have been crazy, y'all. Over some coconut. So, yeah, not doing that again. I'm just glad that I am still here and I got through that situation. But every time I think about it, I'm just like, that was really, really crazy. So, yeah, I don't know. Really crazy stuff that goes on with the body. So, and I want to say that happened, that's where I was going with, like, when did it happen? So, it happened in 2023. That's when it happened. Which is honestly crazy because I feel like it just happened yesterday. But the way time is like moving, I don't know. But anywho, we move on from that story time because that just really got me. That is just crazy. So I'm getting a little bit halfway through my bucket that I have. I'm just looking through all of this stuff and I'm just like, a part of me wants to do like a whole like outfit refresh, a whole closet refresh, but also I'm just like, I love my stuff that I have. And, you know, I don't mind being an outfit repeater. I know some people, they're like, I gotta have an outfit, a new outfit like every week, every day, blah, blah, blah. But for me, baby, I will rewear an outfit because that's not what we're gonna do here. So, like, I am a outfit repeater and I am okay with that because, you know, it's okay to rewear an outfit. And not only that, like style it in different ways. You know, like if you have a shirt that can be like a skirt, that could be your skirt for the night. You know, just different styling ways that you can do so then that way you can still have your closet because a part of me do want to outfit a closet refresh of clothes, but a part of me is like, I got clothes, you know, and as long as it still fits and it's still like wearable, like I love this top. You think I'm getting rid of it? No, I love this top. One of my favorite tops. And I want to say I probably had it like for 2 years now because I got it from like Forever 21, which is another thing that I'm sad about, like Forever 21 closing. Is anybody else? Let me know in the chat if you're sad about Forever 21 like closing. Even though I feel like they're going to come back, I just don't know when. But I just feel like they're going to come back. But I was honestly sad about that because I grew up wearing Forever 21. So what you mean they're closing? Like, what are you doing? But I really just feel like, and everybody said it as well, they just need to rebrand. And I was just talking about that the other day. Like with certain things, like especially for content or anything that you're doing business-wise, of course you want to revamp your product or revamp your business. Because if you're not, then it's gonna, you know, you're gonna always be like, well, dang, why is it so stagnant? Or some people don't have to revamp stuff, you know, but I just feel like you always want to have like something new and something fresh for your business. And especially as a content creator, you want to make sure that your content, you know, has like a good refresh and a good approach, a good revamp. Because I revamp my content like all the time. Like some of the stuff that I'm looking at, like going back and up until now to my content, I'm like, wow, I really have grown as a creator. Because in the beginning, of course, you saw like my mistakes and, you know, me trying to figure out like how I want my page to be built. But now that I know how I want it to be built, I'm like, okay, let's do this. Because crazy enough, I was at the mall with my parents and I saw these Bessie Johnson shoes. I didn't think nothing of it. I was like, you know what? Let me film these because these are really cute and I want to show my girls, you know, the newest shoes that Bessie Johnson have. Because I know the girls still love Bessie Johnson, but, you know, I was like, let me just go ahead and show them off. And the fact that I did that and the video just blew up on TikTok. And I was like, so you mean to tell me I could have been doing shoes this whole time? But I also had to think to myself, like, Kimriana, um, you are doing like fashion. So why not incorporate shoe hauls? You know? So yeah, that's why I'm saying it's like every year I feel like I evolve as a content creator. And that's what you're supposed to do as a content creator. It can't be the same because you have to try different strategies, different techniques and stuff because yeah, the algorithm is a mess on, you know, it could be a mess on all of these platforms really, but it's up to you on changing up your strategy and then saying at the end of the day, well, I did everything that I can do to make sure that I am seen to my audience and stuff. And that's all you can do. But I feel like you just have to always re-strategize because I have like new ideas that I want to incorporate for this year, that I've been thinking about doing, and I'm kind of mad at myself because I have not executed it yet because I'm supposed to be doing it for my YouTube videos and I have not implemented it yet, but I am going to do it. I'm just going to get out of my comfort zone and just do it because you just never know. Because again, with the shoe haul, I didn't expect for that to do big numbers. You know, I just was showing out the Betsey Johnson shoes, but apparently it's a lot of women that still are in love with Betsey Johnson because I've been in love with Betsey Johnson for a very long time. Let me know if you're a Betsey Johnson lover because I love me some Betsey Johnson, y'all. I love her shoes. They're very, well, some of them are very comfy. I can't say all of them because some of them be hurt my feet. But some of them are really, really comfy. And I just love the way she has like different shoe styles. And I love how she's loud with her shoes. She's not like quiet with the shoes. It's very loud. It's very showstopper-ish. And I've been loving her shoes for so long. So the fact that so many people felt the same way and that video just blew up on my TikTok, I'm like, I should have been doing this a long time ago. But that's why I said, like, you just never know. You have to try everything as a content creator. And once you find your footing, keep doing it until people get tired of it, basically, you know, or revamp it to make it even more better, you know. So that's just how I feel as a content creator. Like, you have to like evolve and you have to try different things because if you don't and you keep doing the same thing and you seeing no results, then, you know, you're going to kind of get bored. You're going to get mad and everything. And I've been there, you know, because I thought the clone videos, I mean, of course, the clone videos that I was doing, if you've been here since the clone videos on my YouTube that I started on YouTube, because I didn't do clone videos on any of my other platforms until I started doing clone videos on YouTube Shorts. And when I saw that they were blowing up, I'm like, well, I'll keep doing clone videos. But, you know, I also decided to step away from that a little bit and try other things because it's always good to, you know, try out different things for your content and everything. So once I started doing that, I was like, okay, like, let's do something else different. You know, it doesn't have to be the same old stuff. So if you're a content creator and you're still trying to figure out like what you should do differently for your content and stuff, just sit down with yourself and audit your page and just be like, okay, what's working, what's not working. And now that I've been starting to do shoe hauls, those have been my most watched videos on TikTok. Me and Instagram, I'll tell you this, me and Instagram, we have a love and hate relationship because that algorithm, I don't want to blame the algorithm for Instagram, but I don't know what's up with it. I have no idea. But we have a love and a hate relationship. However, I did notice that they really, like, I feel like my audience really loved the shoe hauls. So I was like, okay, we're getting some type of common ground. So that's why I say you just never know, because I would have never known, like, people wanted to see shoes. Like, they love the purses, but I never got, like, anything, like, really crazy, like, any crazy views off of it. But I don't know why I didn't think, like, girl, you doing fashion? You could do shoes. So I don't know. But I'm glad I know now that the girlies want to see shoes. So I've been making sure to have shoe content and give you some shoe ideas. I gotta, I'm thinking about doing a shoe haul very soon. I don't know what store I want to do. I've been doing it at Macy's because they've been having all the cutest like Betsey Johnson shoes. But I also want to try like other different brands, and that's why I say you have to re-strategize. What else can you do besides Betsey Johnson? And I know like on one of the other videos I did Jeffrey Campbell shoes, and those were really, really nice. Like T, okay, T, because I was like, wow, Jeffrey Campbell, like you didn't have to like snatch our souls like that because those shoes were really, really cute, y'all. Like if you haven't watched the video, I have it on my YouTube shorts, and they're Jeffrey Campbell shoes, really, really cute, y'all. And they were giving very much so spring, summer, very grown and sexy type vibe in my opinion. And I think like Jeffrey Campbell, I think someone, well, not someone, but Jeffrey Campbell basically commented on my video on TikTok. And I was like, oh my God, like I wasn't expecting Jeffrey Campbell to do that, but they did. So I'm like, you know, from time to time, I'll do like some Jeffrey Campbell shoe hauls and stuff. I'm just trying to think of what other shoes I want to do besides Betsey Johnson, because I love me some Betsey Johnson down. But I'm just trying to figure out like what, I just have to sit down and figure out like what other brands I want to do besides Jeffrey Campbell, besides Betsey Johnson. Because there's a lot of shoes. I mean, we can get into Steve Madden's, a lot of other brands that we can get into. So if that's what everyone is enjoying from my content, I'm like, hey, I'll just run with it. I do not mind. I'm a shoe girl as well. I do not play. As you can see, I am a shoe girl. I love me some shoes. And at least I don't have a whole full closet full, but I mean, kind of I do. I love me some shoes. So the fact that the girlies love that as well, I'm like, well, I'll just show it off. But I have somewhat of a good shoe collection. You know, it's not like the celebrities type closet, because once I know that I have that, I know I really have made it to where I have like a whole like big old shelf of all my shoes. I will be like in heaven. So I'm just like, wow, just gotta switch your content up. That's all I gotta say. As a content creator, you just gotta switch it up. You gotta switch it up, because if you don't, you're gonna be mad. Like, why is my content not being pushed out? So I just feel like probably like every 2 or 3 months, like come up with a plan and see what else you want to do with your content, because that will really help you out. And now I know I got to do shoes, so that's what I've been doing. So definitely go check out all of my shorts with shoes and see what you like and everything. And yeah, everything I've been finding so far shoe wise have been doing really well on my pages, so I'm very happy about that. And I gotta get some I definitely gotta go shoe haul shopping like very soon, and that will be taking place very, very soon. I'm hoping this weekend or maybe next week I'll go and film like some shoes. I don't know what store just yet, but I do want to switch it up from Macy's, because I'm always like doing Macy's, but they always have everything, so that's why I'm like, I might as well do Macy's. But I think I might switch it up and do Dillard's. I think I might do Dillard's, because they got other like shoe brands as well that I don't see in Macy's. So I might just do that. I'm over here like thinking to myself like, I could probably just go and do that. But yeah, I'm just trying to like switch it up and not always do Macy's. But I'm curious to see what Dillard's have and stuff, so we shall see on that. But what's another thing that's been going on? I know like really for me, like life lately has been collabs. And I got my PR package from Lip Bar. And if you know me and have watched like my shorts, watched my videos, then my vlogs, videos, then you know like I am a Lip Bar obsessed fan. Literally, I love Lip Bar down. I love that it's vegan and cruelty free, and it really feels so good on the lips. And I really love Boss Lady. The lipstick is tea. It is tea. And it's one of my favorite lipsticks that they have, including other ones. So it felt really good to know that I'm on their PR list. I'm very, very happy about that because I've been wanting to get on. I've been wanting to work with Lip Bar for a long time because, again, I love it. I love the brand. It's very quality. And, I just really am obsessed with it. So I'm over here trying to find a hanger, y'all. Like, I'm over here baffled, like, where the hanger at so I can get this stuff out? Because I'm like putting stuff over here so then that way I could transfer the stuff back into the bin. It's a whole mess. That's why I'm like, I wish I could have somebody do this because cleaning out your closet is a task, okay? Like, it's too much. And probably another reason, well, really the reason why I've been putting it off, because I do not like having to clean out my closet and all this, but it always feels good after I've done it. Like, okay, now I can clearly see everything that I have in my closet now. So, but where was I going with this? It was something I was about to say. I lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought. Because it was something else I was about to say to y'all. Oh, we were talking about the brand collabs and the PR. That's what I was talking about. And the Lip Bar. So they sent me over like their lip oils. And I did a review on that. So make sure you go and check that out on my TikTok and my Instagram. And the lip oils were really nice. I love all the colors that they gave me. I think they gave me like 5. Yeah, they gave me like 5 shades. And they were all really pretty. And I was just so excited to get that PR package because, like I said, I've been wanting to work with the Lip Bar for like a long time. And the fact that I got to do that, I was very happy. Honestly, I was screaming because I just couldn't believe it. I was like, we're getting there. I'm finally working with, the brands that I've been wanting to work with for a long time. I mean, they've been seeing me for a long time, like trying on their products and stuff. And that's why, I try to tell people like, or other people that are getting into content creation, like make sure you tag the brands, because when you're tagging these brands, yeah, they may not say anything or whatnot in the moment, but trust and believe they are looking, okay? And they will end up emailing you, DMing you, the whole 9. Make sure your email is in your bio on all your platforms, so then that way it could be easy for them to be able to find you. Because if you don't have your email, then you're missing out on collabs, paid collabs, brand deals, all of it. So just make sure that you have your email in your bio, because that really helps for the brand to be able to find you and be able to send you products and stuff like that. So, and then not only that, just tagging the brand. That's the number one thing as a content creator. Make sure you tagging the brand, because if you want to be a part of PR lists and brand collabs, all of that, you want to make sure that you're tagging the brand. So then that way they can see your content. And like I said, even in the moment, they may not see it, but trust and believe they're watching. They are watching your content. So I just feel like, I would have wanted to have the Lip Bar like a long time ago, but I feel like the timing is so right this year to get that. So I'm just like, that's why I'm just really big on timing. I know like I've been wanting it for so long for them to really notice me and that we work together, but it's all about timing. And it just all took me just really revamping my content, coming up with different strategies, trying new things, and that is what led me to this moment and led me to all the moments with different collabs. Like I collabed with Maybelline. I would have never thought that I would have been collabing with Maybelline. Like that was beyond me. Like for real, because I was like, Maybelline, what? You want to work with me? Like, excuse me, like what? And I just feel like me getting all of this stuff, it's just all about timing. And I'm just proud of myself for sticking with everything, the highs, the lows of being a content creator, and not giving up, mainly. Because it's so easy to give up on being a content creator, because you could just stop posting and be like, forget about it. I don't want to do it no more. I'm done. But for me, I love it too much to give it up. Like, like, it's so crazy. Like, I'll tell myself I'm taking a break from content creation. This is like an example. So I'll tell myself I'm taking a break from content creation, and then it's so crazy, I'm still thinking of ideas. So that's how I know I care about being a content creator, because you wouldn't care about something and won't be coming up with ideas if you didn't. So I'm just like, me and content creation are besties. I know, like, we've been having highs and we haven't been having lows, because I haven't reached the threshold that I wanted to reach. But it's all about timing, and that just means I need to put in more work, and then it will happen. So that's just what I have to keep telling myself, because I always have to have myself a pep talk about Instagram. I know, like, a lot of people have been saying, like, the views have been so down on Instagram, and I just been like, I've been feeling the same way. I don't really voice my opinions about Instagram, like, to my followers or stuff like that, because I honestly just talk to my friends or talk to my husband about it, because it's like, I don't want to get online and start ranting. That's just not my thing. Never been a person to do that, unless I'm talking about, like, a troll or something like that. Do we even, I guess we still say troll. I was about to say, do we still say troll? Let me stop. Let me just stop. But anyways, unless it's a bot. I usually like to say bot anyways. Unless it's a bot, then I'll go on, like, a little mini rant or whatever. But I don't really like to go on a lot of, like, rants online, because it's kind of like, what does that do for you? Not for me. It does nothing for me, honestly, but it does do something for other people. So I'm like, hey, but I just feel like I don't really get on my platforms and, like, rant about how I feel about Instagram and all of that stuff, because now I just have to keep telling myself, just treat it as a portfolio. I know, like, my content, and of course everyone's gonna feel like their content is the best, right? But I know my content is really good, right? However, it just don't get pushed on Instagram. And I just feel like it's just gonna be that one platform where, it's just not gonna have that level of effect compared to TikTok. Like, me and TikTok, we cool for right now, right? But that's what used to be for me and YouTube. Like, when I started out with YouTube Shorts, I was getting, like, crazy amount of views, and now I don't know if they did change the algorithm a bit, and now my shorts are not doing as good as it was in 2023. So that's why I'm just like, well, I just feel like maybe it's time to switch it up, like, do, like, lives, and make sure that I stay on top of my vlogs, because that's really the main thing, is making sure that I do my long form content. And I know it's not easy, like, trying to get all that done, because you're so used to having to edit, like, a 12-second video, 10-second video, maybe 20, 30. But the fact that you have to edit, like, a 20-minute to a 30-minute video, I'm like, woo, Lord. Woo, Lord. Okay? Because it is a lot sometimes. But every time I look at my videos, when I do my long form content, I'm like, wow, I really have grown from basically from the first video up until now. Like, I have really grown vlogging and everything. So it will come. I keep telling myself, like, everything is all about timing, and when it happens. But I just have to keep putting it in the work, and just basically just treat it as a portfolio. Just have fun with it. Minus if I'm getting, like, 200 views, 300 views, or whatever, or 1,000. Even though I'm fighting for my life to get 1,000 on Instagram. I don't know what's up with that. But then, like, if you look back, maybe sometimes 5 months later, your video blew up. Because I think one of my videos did that on Instagram. Because at first it was, like, going, like, real slow. And then I was like, okay, whatever. And then all of a sudden, I think, like, 5 months later, it, like, skyrocketed. So that's another thing. You just never know, like, when your video is going to, like, pop up. Like, well, not pop up, but pop off. So I would advise, do not delete. I know I used to do that as well. Like, I used to delete my content because I'd be like, oh my God, no one's looking at it. But you have to realize, like, sometimes it takes a good bit for your video to, like, pop off. Because that has happened to me a lot. Like, it's some videos that I did like last year, and now I'm reaping the benefits of it. So I just feel like you have to be patient. You have to exercise a lot of patience as a content creator. And if you don't have patience, yeah, you're gonna be deleting everything off your page. Cause I already know, like I understand, like, you know, with everybody, you feel like your content is really good, so you want a lot of people to see it, but you just have to tell yourself, like, you know, what's your why, and just go from there. So that's just how I feel about it. And speaking of why, because I really just skipped over this particular milestone that I had in my content creation journey. So I remember, like, maybe in 2023, something like that. I think it was 2023 when I was like, dang, I can't wait until I get to be in a magazine. But I knew I needed to put in work and be consistent with my content, right? So tell me why your girl was featured in Canvas Rebel, which is a magazine. I'm still shook of. Like, when I had got approached about it, I was just like, wow, my content is really getting out there. Even though I felt like my content just wasn't getting out there. But apparently, again, like I said, you never know who's watching. And minus the views and all of that stuff, you still never know who's watching. And that's why I say do not delete your content. And like I said, it's been plenty of times where I wanted to delete my stuff, but I'm glad I didn't, because look what's happening now. Like, I feel like 2025 is the year of all the opportunities that I wanted, because I've put in the work since 2023 to get here. And again, I'm not where I want to be, but I am going to get there. I know I am, you know, because I've been really, you know, re strategizing, coming up with different strategies and all of that stuff. But when I found out that Canvas Rebel wanted to feature me in their magazine, I was just like, wow, we're really doing this, like, for real. Like, we really doing this. Like, this is really happening. So, if you want to check out the article, I do have it linked on my beacons, but you have to go to my Instagram link in bio, and you'll be able to see that link. Because I don't have it on here. No, I definitely have it on Instagram. So you have to go on Instagram, go on my link in bio, and you'll be able to read the article. It's for Canvas Rebel. Give it a good, you know, look at, you know, and read through it and get to know me even more, because I feel like I poured out everything that I needed to pour out in that article, and I'm actually really proud of it. And honestly, sometimes I can't even read it because I get emotional just thinking about everything that I've been through in my content creation journey. But it's always good to go back to that article, because it was a lot of points that I made. Like, I have to think of my why. Like, why am I doing this? And I always have to tell myself that, like, why are you being a content creator, right? Like, what is your end goal out of this? And if you don't really have that mindset as a content creator, then you're kind of going to be lost. And I just feel like every time I read that article, it makes me emotional, because I really have grown as a content creator to get to this point to be doing like a magazine, you know, like, and that's just all a part of being consistent and really just working towards my craft. So definitely make sure you check it out if you can. Give it a good read and let me know what you think of it and stuff. So I'm really, really, honestly, very proud of that moment. Like, being able to be featured in a magazine and stuff. So that was a really big moment, y'all. I'm still shook about that, because I did not expect to, you know, get that and stuff. When they had emailed me about it, I was like, what? So, but I say all this to say, you know, just keep posting and just making sure that you just re-strategize, and you will be good, for real. Like, so that's just my message of the day. So we getting somewhere with this closet now. I know the clothes are kind of piling up over here, but I also have to I wish somebody could just come over here and clean my closet. It's a whole job. Like, what in the world? It's literally like a whole freaking like job, but it's whatever. It's all good. So, all right. And then it doesn't make it any better while I'm talking. I'm over here still thinking about that Kehlani song, Folded. If you haven't listened to it, go ahead and listen to Kehlani Folded. When I tell you, you will be addicted because I'm addicted. Like, it's been in my head since it dropped. I'm like, Kehlani, what did you put in this song? Because I just been literally singing that. And then she dropped a video yesterday. Definitely go and check it out. It was really, really good. And someone said it, because I was thinking it too, like it kind of reminded me like Freakum Dress with Beyonce. But it was so good, y'all. Like, I really love the video. I'm glad the video turned out really good. Because I know some artists, they don't be putting their all into videos anymore. And I'm like, you got to make sure that you have great visuals, especially for your songs, you know? So then people can get a visualization of the song. Because I might hate a song, but then when I see the visuals, I'm like, oh, I love the song. It's honestly crazy, but I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. And I just feel like with Kehlani's Folded song, it has been on repeat in my head. I've been loving the video. The video came out yesterday. It was really nice. And she really did her choreo. She was really, I'd say choreographed. She was really dancing in that video. I said, girl, you better get it now. And not to say she never dances, because she always is dancing. But I was like, she was really getting it in that video. So that song has been on repeat in my head, literally. Like, it's crazy. It's between that song and Burning Blue by Mariah the Scientist. I've been listening to Burning Blue like a crazy fool, y'all. I love me some Mariah the Scientist, but she really did her thing with Burning Blue. Like, chef's kiss. That's all I gotta say. I'm like, girl, what? You literally just put everything, your whole soul into Burning Blue. Like, I've been singing that like crazy. So I'm like, I love that, you know, these R&B songs are really getting us in our feels. I'm like, bring it back, guys. I'm like, I know we're not going to get that 90s R&B anymore, but honestly, I feel like if they get with the right producers, because it's not like the producers are dead, you know, they're still alive. Like, I would be locking in with, what's the guy called? Rodney, I think his name is Rodney Jerkins. I would be locking in with him like a lot. Because every time he produced the song, it will be fire. And not only that, like, I will work with Babyface because he wrote the heck up out of Waiting to Exhale soundtrack. I would be getting with Babyface as an artist. Like, if I can get in the room with Babyface, I would definitely do it because, whew, his pen game is crazy. So I'm just like, they need to lock in these R&B artists. Like, just work with like Babyface, Rodney Jerkins, what's his name? I just had it on my brain. I know his last name is Cox. I think it's Brian Michael Cox or something like that. I think that is what his name is. But they need to work with them. Like, every time they dropped a song, like, it was fire. Like, all the time. Like, every time, well, produced the song, it was fire. So I just feel like they need to lock in with them. And because I love me some R&B, but, you know, of course you miss, like, the 90s R&B. Like, I still listen to a lot of 90s. And definitely 2000s for sure. Like, I don't really be listening to a lot of the R&B that's out now. So I guess I'll always be stuck in the 90s. But I've been noticing that the girlies and the guys are really getting in the booth. And they really doing, like, some really good songs and stuff. I still have to finish listening to Destin Conrad. I know his songs are, like, really good. For sure. Because I can't remember that song that he had came out with. It's still on repeat. And I know the whole thing. I can't remember what it is called. But I do love me some Destin Conrad for sure. And then Alice Isley. Oh, my God. Alice Isley. She just, whoo, Lord have mercy. Her songs be amazing. Definitely Kehlani. I've been loving her stuff. Trying to think of who else. I know Money Long. Some of her songs are good as well. Now, of course, Jasmine Sullivan. She's always good. I love me some Jasmine Sullivan music. Like, I feel like she's so slept on in my opinion. But I'm so glad that she got her Grammy, because I was like, that album was fire. It deserved a Grammy. So I'm glad that she did get her Grammy and stuff, but I still feel like she slept on. But that's just how it is. But I guess at least people know your name as an artist and stuff. So that's just how I have to put it. Like, at least they know your name. But it's like Jasmine Sullivan is such a great artist. Like, I love her music. I love the way her voice just makes you feel, and she just be chef's kissing it. Okay, so I don't know where us girls got this from. I want to say that I saw Carisha doing it from the City Girls, but I don't know. But I just feel like I just love it so much. I don't know where we be getting this stuff from. Like, I don't know. But it's been so, like, cute. Ow, I just bit my tongue. It's so, like, cute. So, I don't know. I've been doing that a lot lately. A lot lately. And I see, like, other girlies, they've been doing it too. I don't know. It's just something about it. Like, instead of having to clap, you just do your finger like that. I don't know. Found it, like, it was all over TikTok, and I was just like, oh, okay, so that's what we doing now. So that's why I said TikTok does not need to be banned. Like, TikTok, you really meet, like, some really great connections on there, and it's going to be a lot of people that support you on there too. Like, I just feel like TikTok is, I just love TikTok better over Instagram, in my opinion, you know. But, and not just because of, like, the views and stuff. It's just, I don't know, it's, you're always being introduced to a new audience on TikTok compared to Instagram. I don't know, but I feel like Instagram just be playing with me anyway, so I don't know what to think of it. But it's whatever. I'm just gonna keep posting, because I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna still post, even though I want to literally deactivate my Instagram so bad, but I'm not gonna do it, because again, I can always just treat it as like a portfolio. So that's what I'm just going to treat it as, so I don't lose my sanity. Because I'll be ready to click that button like, we're done. We're done. So I don't know, y'all. We might have to do a part 4 of this cleaning out closet, because I'm still on the tops. I haven't even made it to the pants. That's how I know I have way too many clothes. And thankfully, I have just this right amount, because I don't know what I would do if I had, like, even more than this. So, Jesus. That's all I could say. Like, I might have to do a part 2 of cleaning out my closet, because, my goodness, I got so much stuff. It's not even funny. And I still got to put up all this stuff over here, so it's a whole mess. But at least we getting through it together. So, woo. And I'm over here talking about a closet refresh. I'm like, shoot, I could barely clean this closet out as it is. I'm like, man, please. And then it's so messed up because I'll blink and we're gonna be in fall. It's just a whole mess. A whole mess. But trying to think of what other life updates. I think I know which one I could finally talk about again, even though I've already talked about it. But YouTube. I went to a YouTube event, y'all. I went to my first YouTube event. I'm trying not to scream today because my voice already is trying to give out on me. I need to get some water because I have been talking for like an hour. So, but yeah, like I went to my first YouTube event. It was in May. It was such a great time. It was such a great experience, y'all. Like I'm still recovering from it. I know I've been talking about it a lot over all my social media platforms, but when I really am happy about something, I'm going to talk about it a lot, and you're going to see it again and again and again and again and again. But I think I'm done now. I think live is the last time I'll talk about the YouTube event. But I went to my first YouTube event. I had a really good time, and I met other YouTubers and stuff, and we all had a good time, able to mix and mingle. They had different food. Food was really, really good. They had drinks, which were very strong. I'm glad I only had one because if I had two, they might as well go ahead and call a bus. I'm just playing, but I think I'm just playing. But anyways, yeah, so they would have had to call a bus. But yeah, it was just a really great event. Just being able to connect with other creators and getting to learn their channels and just being able to uplift both of each other. Like, well, not both of each other, but just to uplift each other, uplift each other. I can't even talk. And I cannot wait to go to another one. I feel like another one is probably on the horizon this year. I'm not sure. But if it is, I'm definitely fair game to go because I really had a good time, and I feel like I'm just so glad that I was able to go and that they had invited me to go to the YouTube event because I saw, so basically I found out about it on Threads and I signed up for it. I didn't think nothing of it. I was like, they probably gonna invite like the huge influencers or whatever, you know how they like to do. But no, they were doing small creators, big creators, all of it. It was just a big mix of everything. So I was actually happy about that because, us small creators, we put in a lot of work as well. Like, why can't we get invited to these events? But that's a conversation for another day. But I'm just glad that we all were able to mix and mingle, small and big creators, medium size, if you want to say. But I'm glad that we were able to come together and have a good time. It was no drama. It was just really good. It was just really great vibes. And YouTube really did a great job putting on the event and keeping us informed. The only thing that I did not like was that we were outside. I wish that we were inside because it was like, it was dang near like over 90 degrees outside that day. And I was burning up. I had makeup on. I had just got my hair done. So my hair like died. Literally died. And I was like sweating like crazy. So that's the only downside that I did not like is that it was outside. I'm like, y'all should have had that inside because it is hot in May in Atlanta. So I'm just like, we can't be having that type stuff outside, honey. Okay, we got to be inside. So that was the only thing that I just did not like was that it was outside. And of course, you would want it to be outside because it's a networking event and stuff. But I just feel like I actually do need this hanger. I actually do need this hanger for this top. But yeah, like I just feel like hopefully next time they do not have us outside. Like just try to find a venue that's inside because like I said, we have been getting like a lot of rain and stuff. So it would have been messed up if we literally just been outside and it was like raining. It would have been crazy. So I'm glad that it did not rain that day, but it could have happened. So that's why I'm just like, YouTube, please. So yeah. But other than that, like I said, it was just the weather. Just hot that day. But other than that, the event was pretty good. And I would definitely go again for sure. Hopefully they do have another event like this fall or something like that. I'm not sure because they really went to like all of the states, I believe. Because I know they're celebrating their anniversary and stuff. So we were able to celebrate that with them as well. So that was a big moment for me going to my first YouTube event. And I'll never forget it, y'all. I will never forget it. Because it was definitely one for the books. So let me take a little break. I'm going to get me some water and then I'm going to be right back. Because like I said, this might have to be a part 4. Because we are nowhere near done. So yeah, let me take a break. Let me get me some water and then I'm going to be right back. Because my voice is about to can out for me. Literally. So I will be right back, y'all. All right, I am back. Got my water because, woo, I know I have been talking like this whole time. So I was like, I gotta get me some water, y'all. Like I said, if I could pay someone to like clean my closet out, I would. Because it's a whole journey. And like I said, we still on tops. Like, Jesus Christ. So, because I feel like with the pants, I feel like that'll be pretty straightforward because it's like jeans and stuff. But I just feel like with tops, I have so many tops. It's not even funny. Because I always go for tops. Like, I love me a cute top that you could pair with like a really cute jean. So, I'm just like, man, I still got a whole lot to get through. It's insane. Oh my gosh. All right. I just needed a water break for sure. But I guess while we're talking about the YouTube, this is what I wore to the YouTube event. This really cute jumpsuit from Fashion Nova. This was the star of the show because I love how this was made. It didn't look cheaply made. It's really, really cute. And I just love the material of it. It's very soft and everything. And it has the back out. So this is what I wore to the YouTube event. I had to come purple in because purple is my favorite color, if you didn't know. And it came out so nice. Like, this is such a beautiful lavender color. And I already knew, like, what I wanted to, like, well, I already had a vision of how I wanted my outfit to be. Excuse me. And this is exactly what I wanted. Like, so I'm still satisfied. I'm still satisfied by this outfit. And I just can't believe how well it turned out. But yeah, it's really, really soft. I love touching it because it's just so soft. And then the little petals and everything. But yeah, Fashion Nova really did their thing on this jumpsuit. I didn't know what to expect because sometimes with Fashion Nova, it could be a bit much. And I'm like, that's not what was in the picture. But the fact that this matched the picture like spot on and these weren't like cheaply made, I can get with. And yeah, really, really cute. I really loved it. And I'm still not over this outfit. It's so cute. So, as far as like shoes, I paired it with my silver shoes. Where are they? So I paired it with my shoes that I wore to my wedding. Paired it with some Steve Madden like shoes and stuff. I decided to go Kitten Hill for the event because it was a lot of walking. And I know me, like if I had wore my Betsey Johnson shoes, I was thinking about wearing these, y'all. Who did I think I was? Because I already knew like my foot was going to give out in these shoes. And not to say they're not comfortable because they are a bit comfortable, but they had like a lot of rocks at the venue that they had it at. So I'm glad that I did not wear these because I would have probably bust my butt. But yeah, I wanted to wear these so bad with the outfit, but I could not. So I decided to opt out of these and opt into the silver Steve Madden shoes. And it was the best decision that I could make because my feet, my dogs, as I call them, would have been dead. They would have been dead. So, yeah, that was my outfit, my full outfit. And as far as the purse, let me see. And then I brought this purse with me to match with it. I just wanted to do like, you know, because the shoes was silver, I was like, well, I can always do the purse silver as well. So I decided to do full-blown, like, silver jewelry, everything, the whole nine to match with it. And I feel like the color combo was really nice. But, yeah, I carried this little purse because I didn't want to bring, like, a big old purse. So someone had asked me, like, well, what do you have in that? It's so small. But I'm like, you'll be surprised what you can fit in here. It can't be a lot of stuff, but I made it work. So it looked really cute with the outfit and stuff. And then my hairstylist. She did my hair like really, really pretty. I really loved it. Even though it didn't last because my curls fell, but other than that, it still came out really nice for the pictures and for all my videos and stuff. So I was very satisfied about that. I just still mad that I couldn't get a hair vlog with it, because it's like I was able to film like the first half of it, but then she was running behind, so I wanted her to actually like get the rest of it, and I couldn't get the rest of it. So I was just like, well, I'll do it when I get home. But time was not on my side that day. Like, the day was flying by, which was really making me mad, because it's like every time you got something to do, time flies by. And I'm just like, man, I'm just trying to make sure I get all of my content. So I'm still sad that I did not get the vlog for that. But I can always go back, get the same hairstyle, and then just finish the vlog. Like, because I did actually love the style. Like, I would get it again. So I could always just go back and do that. So I probably will just do that, because it was a really cute style. And I feel like it deserved to get the love that it deserved. So I might go back and get that same style. We shall see. I don't know when, but I think I will do that. Now, I keep putting the clothes over here. They need to be going over here. I'm causing more work on myself, y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay. Whew. Let me see. Put this over there, and then this over there. But yeah, if you ever wondered, like, you know, how you can get invited to like events and stuff, like, I would definitely say to go on Threads, because it's always like someone saying like, hey, there's an event in your area, for example, like Atlanta, and you know, you can try to go to that. So I would say definitely check Threads if you want to go to like different events in the city, and you know, just get your face out there and go and network. Because I really was out of my comfort zone for that. Like, I don't, it's kind of crazy, but you know, of course I can post online. I'm cool with that, right? But then when I'm in person with somebody, it's like, oh my God, this is up and close and personal. So it was definitely a stepping out of my comfort zone type thing, but I managed to get through it, and I went, and I'm proud of myself, because I kind of try to talk myself out of it. Like, maybe I shouldn't go, but I was just like, you better go or else. So, so I was just like, you know, I'm glad that I went, and I had such a great time. I would have been so mad if I didn't go because of me being scared. But I just say to anybody that is an introvert, just do it. You know, just keep reassuring yourself that, you know, you belong. And I love how the tagline that they have for YouTube is meet up where you belong, because I did belong there. Like, I've been really putting in the work for my YouTube since 2023, and I've been loving it here, and it feels good to go to these events and network and being able to connect with other creators and finding out their journeys and talking about each other's journeys, because that's really what it was about, to connect with other creators. And you know, I feel like it was a really great experience, and I feel like I would definitely go again, because it was definitely an experience that I would never forget. And I just say, as being an introvert, I'm glad that I did go and I did not chicken out, even though I wanted to. But my friends and my husband reassured me that I should go. So I'm like, I'm going to go. Even though I was going to go anyways, I just had to, I have to go through the motions of, oh my God, I shouldn't go. But I'm glad that I did. So I'm still not over that event, y'all. Even though it was in May, like, I'm still not over it. Like, I didn't even want it to end, because we started dancing in the end, and we just all was having a good time, just vibing. It wasn't nothing like, no one got into fights or anything. Like, everything was civil and stuff. Because again, it was drinking, so you never know with people. But everyone was on their best behavior and stuff. So we just all had a good time and connected and danced and vibed and had a good time, laughed. That's the main thing. So I'm just like, it's pretty dope to see. And I cannot wait to go to another one. Because I know they had, like, around the time, I think it was, what was it? So they had another YouTube event. It all happened in May, which was crazy. But I couldn't go to that one because I had to get, like, certain attire for it that you had to wear for it. But, and I just already had something I had to do. And I was like, well, I'm already going to the other YouTube event. But I had got it invited to 2 YouTube events. But I decided to go to the second half of the month event instead of going to the one that was in the beginning of the month. That one would have been really cool as well. But you had to, like, have the attire of dandyism. And I really wanted to go all out for it. But I also had something else I had to do that day. So I was just like, well, I'm not going to be able to do that. But it's all good. Like, at least I got invited to both events, and I was able to at least go to one of them, because I would have been mad if I didn't. If I got invited and I didn't go to none of them, I would have been mad, y'all. But I'm proud of myself that I was able to go and get that experience. So, yeah, like, it's a lot of stuff going on with YouTube, and I'm glad that they are having these events now for YouTubers, because it's always good to connect with people in real life instead of always online. Like, it's good to, like, connect with others and being able to share your experiences and all of that. So it is a really good thing to do. So I'm happy about that. All right, let me put this up. I'm over here trying to find a hanger, y'all. It's a whole mess. I feel like the closet is just chaotic, even though you can't really see it from this angle, but it's like chaotic in this corner right now. So much stuff. Sometimes I wonder, like, how did I accumulate all these tops? Oh my God. I be over here be fighting for my life with my clothes sometimes, because I just be having so much stuff. I'm like, dang. So, oh my goodness. I don't know if YouTube allows, like, you to play music on here, but I'm gonna test it out one day, and hopefully I don't get copyrighted, because you know how they like to do. Because sometimes I like a little background music, something. So then that way it doesn't feel like it's dead silent. Because that's what it be feeling like once I have to think about what else I gotta come up with to tell y'all, like, as far as life updates. But I want to say that's really everything that I told you about. Like, I told you about Maybelline Lip Bar. We talked about the TikTok ban, which was crazy, and CapCut, how I felt about that. Um, I didn't really do much for my birthday. I mean, I think I just went to Toast on Linux. If you haven't been and you're in Atlanta, you should definitely go to Toast on Linux. It's really good. I always get, like, the chicken and waffles. So good. I'd be like, oh. And they make it the same way every time. I'm like, I know I would probably mess up one good time, but when you know how to do something, it should be perfect every time, I guess. But yeah, if you're in Atlanta and you've never been to Toast on Linux, you definitely should go. I love it. I'm hopefully next time I go that I switch it up, because I always get the chicken and waffles. I never switch it up, and it's really annoying. But yeah, and even the drinks are really good too. So I definitely got to go back. But yeah, that's what I did for my birthday. I just went to Toast on Linux. I just really honestly had, like, a chill birthday. I didn't really do too much. I didn't really want to do too much. I just feel like I did what I needed to do for my 30th. But yeah, I'm hoping, like, next year I can be out of town, like, on the beach, laid up. I'm hoping to celebrate my 32nd birthday. which is honestly crazy because I feel like I just turned 30 yesterday and now I'm 31 and I'm about to be 32 next year. This is just too spooky for me, y'all. I don't know about y'all. If anybody is 30s on this chat, well, is 30s on this live, like, I just feel like the 30s are flying by like so fast. I don't know. It's like I just hit 30 and then boom, I'm about to be 32 next year. And I'm just like, I don't remember the 20s like flying by like this. I'm like, hold on, pump your brakes. Because I feel like once I say that I'm 40, I'm really going to be like, what? I think that's when I'm really going to be like, are you kidding? 40? So, but yeah, I just feel like the 30s are kind of like flying by like already. I'm like, dang, I just turned, 30, in what, 2024 last year. So it's just crazy like how time is just moving and stuff. But all you can do is just embrace it and don't really think about the number, but you kind of are because it's like, what you mean I'm in my 30s? I was just in my 20s. So I don't know. It's just crazy how like time is just moving and trying to get your life together. And that's another thing, that I was dealing with. Like, life happened. A lot of stuff be going on behind the scenes. But, you know, I just know that things will get better and they will and they are. So just gotta keep moving and stuff. But I just feel like once you hit your 30s, like you get so much clarity, y'all. Like you get so much clarity. Like I'm getting so much clarity about everything. Like friendships, relationships, the whole nine. Like I'm getting so much clarity in my 30s compared to my 20s. And I feel like the second half of your 20s, you're starting to get a little bit more clarity, but in your 30s like you really get that clarity like yeah, I'm not taking that. Like I'm not taking that mess. Like I'm so like ready to just well not even ready. I am in my peace mode. Like if you're like getting on my nerves or if I don't really like feel like I vibe with you or anything like that, I'm just gonna let it go because I just want peace in my 30s. And even though of course stuff is not gonna always be peaceful, it's gonna be some type of chaos, but as long as I can get rid of the people that no longer serve me in my life and then I'm good. Because and also not just that, like I say this all the time, like I'm not going to I don't I don't want you, how can I say it without sounding so insensitive? Because I could go there as an Aquarius. Because we don't care sometimes. Like we will say what's on our heart and stuff. But um I think what I always say to myself, like I'm not gonna beg anyone to be in my life. That's what I was trying to get at. Like I'm not gonna beg anyone to be in my life. If you want to be in my life, cool. If you don't, God bless. I wish you nothing but the best. Because what I look like begging somebody to be in my life? What I look like asking you, hey, I need you to do this and that. I need you to show up for me. And then I tell you that and then you still don't do it and you never do it. So what's the point of you being here? So I just feel like in my 30s I'm on that type of mode. Like I'm not begging anybody to be in my life because why should I have to beg you? Just be in my life. Hit me up. Say, hey, how are you doing? But that's how I know that I am maturing and realizing that I'm not going to keep people pleasing anymore because it gets you nowhere. It really gets you like nowhere, like trying to people please and stuff, and you end up hurt in the midst of it all. And I'm just not going to be end up being hurt and stuff. So I just decided to choose in my 30s like I'm just going to support the people that be in my life, and the ones that are not going to be in my life, that don't want to be in my life, then, I wish them nothing but the best because I can't be thinking about stuff like that. It's just too much stuff going on in the world, as you know. So I don't have time to be thinking about stuff like that. Like, I just want peace. I want comfort. I want to be able to feel like I don't have to overcompensate myself. Like, I'm not trying to, like, how can I put it? I mainly, like I said, I do not want to be doing all that people pleasing. That's the main thing of it. Like, I just want the peace, the comfort, the serenity, all of it. Okay, you know, I'm in my 30s now. I don't have time for the mess. I don't have time for the drama. I don't have time for any of that stuff, because all that stuff is just, it weighed on me in my 20s, and I just feel like in my 30s I don't want that to weigh on me. So that's just how I'm living life. Like, if you want to be in my life, cool. If you don't, God bless. I wish you nothing but the best. So I love it here. Now that I have finally gotten to that point of feeling like that and getting out of that people pleasing era, because, you know, all I do is get hurt in the end, and it's not a good feeling. So if you are people pleasing, please stop it, because it gets you nowhere. I mean, it really gets you nowhere, for real. All you do is be hurt, like, every time. So yeah, that's just my spill on that, y'all. Y'all know I always say that's just my spill, because I know I be preaching a little bit, but it's real. Like, that's what I've learned so far in my 30s. Like, I'm just not putting up with the ish anymore, okay? And I mean it too. I mean it. I am not putting up with that no more, because I'm trying to live a long life. I'm trying to live a long life. I do not have time to be getting into, like, different drama type stuff. And of course, you know, drama is gonna appear at your front door, you know, but I'm not trying to have it, like, happen to me, like, all the time. Like, again, I know stuff happens, you know, life happens and stuff, and there's gonna be some level of, you know, drama or something like that, but I'm not trying to be in it all the time. So that's why I'm just like, let me just make sure I reevaluate my friendships, reevaluate my relationships, and if they're not bringing me any value, or I don't feel fulfilled or anything like that, then it's time to get out. For real. That's just, you know. That's just how I feel about it. And don't let me have talk to you, like, had a pep talk with you, like, how I feel, and then you still go and do the same thing. Oh, you really done. You're done. Like, you're done. And I love saying that line, because it's so serious. Like, I am not playing no games. Like, I don't want to be Thanos, but I will. I will be Thanos if you keep playing with me. Because I just don't have the tolerance for it no more. And that's how I know, like, I'm growing as a person. Like, I don't have the tolerance to put up with drama, put up with people pleasing, and just doing things that I'm just like, I end up being hurt in the end. So I'm doing better with it. So I'm proud of myself. And that's what I've learned in my 30s so far. Those are my learning lessons so far. Honestly, I might just, not even might, I will do, like, a vlog on, like, all the things that I've learned so far in my 30s. Because it's always good to talk about it. And it's also it's always good to reevaluate, well, not reevaluate, but evaluate, like, you know, what you have learned so far, like, in your 30s. I'm honestly going to revisit my 20s. I think I have done, like, maybe 2 vlogs of my 20s. But I might revisit my 20s and look at the lessons learned from that, because, you know, I've been through a lot in my 20s. It was definitely an experience, okay? And I'm just thankful to be here in my 30s. So I think that's probably what I'll end up doing, like, doing vlogs on, like, being the life in my 20s and then the life in my 30s and stuff, because I want to be able to look back on all this, you know, later down in the line, looking at my YouTube videos, like, wow, that was me talking like that. Like, what? Because I just feel like with YouTube vlogs in general, long form content, like, I feel like that's just your open diary to everybody and stuff. So I feel like it would be a good thing to look back on that, like, years later and be like, wow, I really was talking like that. Like, I was really, like, going in and dropping gems, you know. So I just feel like it's really cool to really revisit your 20s and revisit your 30s, and really just keep growing and glowing, Because as you can see, this skin, I still can't get over how glowy my skin looks right now. But just keep growing and glowing, y'all. Keep growing and glowing. So, but I'm probably going to wrap up this live very shortly. Because I'm just, yeah, it's still a lot more to come. And I think I should do like another part. Definitely let me know in the chat if you want a part 2. Because you know I got you, you know. And I'm still trying to figure out like what all I want to do as far as with my lives. I know definitely I want to do a skincare live because I know a lot of people have been asking me about that. And then I can also, you know, do like some get ready with me, do my makeup and stuff on live and everything. I mean, it's summer. We can do some summer outfits inspo. So let me know what you want to see. Summer outfit inspo. You know, makeup tutorials, skincare routines. Like, just let me know in the chat what do you want to see on this live. I'm hoping that, you know, this rain clears up and I can go to the pool and then we can have our lives up there again, because I did enjoy those last year. We had a ball, okay? And I definitely want to do that again this year. So yeah, just let me know in the chat, you know, if you want to see those and what else you want to see from me on my lives, and I will do that for you. But I just knew like coming back with cleaning out my closet would be the best thing, because I saw like y'all really like the cleaning out of my closets and we get to yap and yip. So I'm just like, okay, I'll bring it back. So I just can't believe it's like the weekend again. Like, I feel like it was just Friday, like a few days, like not even a few days ago, like 2 days ago, and now we're back at Friday. Like, it's just crazy. Because last weekend I went to Dave and Buster's to celebrate my cousin's birthday, and I had a good time, y'all. Like, we had a ball. I felt like a little kid celebrating my birthday. Because I know back in the day, I used to go to Chuck E. Cheese to celebrate my birthday. Because I told my mom, she would ask me, like, what do you want to do for your birthday? Chuck E. Cheese. And we would have a ball. So the fact that, you know, he wanted to do Dave and Buster's for his 7th birthday, that was pretty dope. So we had a good time. I did not know that Dave and Buster's had upgraded their games. If you haven't been, you definitely should go. Because they have updated their games. Like, what was that game we did? We did like, it's a game called the Arena, and they have like different immersive games within that. When I tell y'all it felt like Squid Games, my anxiety was like pumping. Like, my heart was like beating. Because I got flashbacks to Squid Game, like when they did all those games and the people like died and all that stuff. I was like, yeah, the Arena feels like that. Like, it literally gave those vibes. But of course we didn't die, thank goodness, but we did die. But it was really fun, like just being with family, and we were playing that game. And I didn't get a chance to do one of the games, so I was mad about that, because I was like, dang, I really wanted to do it, because it was like a memory type game. I think it was called Retrace or something like that. Yeah, it was called Retrace, and that was a pretty fun game, but I didn't get a chance to do it because the time had ran out. And I was like, if we was on Squid Games, I would have been cooked for sure. Because, every player has to play. So that was pretty insane. But yeah, if you go to Dave and Buster's, you should definitely check it out. They have upgraded their games. And, that's what it all comes back to. Like, you got to rebrand as a business. Because they said, shoot, we got to think of some other things. We can't just have the same old games anymore. And now they got like a whole galore of immersive games. And of course, they have the arcade part and all that stuff. But all the other stuff, I'm like, wow. So I had a really good time last Saturday at Dave & Buster's. I can't believe it's going to be a whole week tomorrow since I went. But yeah, we had a good time. I just posted the vlog on my TikTok yesterday because I had a time putting that together. But it is up on my TikTok, so if you want to take a look at it, I'm thinking about putting it up on YouTube Shorts. I'm not sure just yet. But if you want to take a look at it, you can always go to my TikTok and check it out and watch it. So, but Yeah, I definitely will be going back because sometimes as an adult, you know, life is already just too much. Go play some games, girl. Because life already just be too much. It's time to have some fun, especially for the summer. Like, try to have yourself a really great summer, and that's what I'm trying to do. Like, just have fun and let my hair down. So I don't have any trips planned just yet, but when I do, I will be excited about that because I'm so ready for a vacation, y'all. I'm ready to be laid up on the beach, as I always say, with my buns out, you know, and you know, just having a good time, vibing out on the beach and stuff, and just being in another state or in another country, you know. So instead of always being in Atlanta. So I'm hoping that I can travel a lot this summer. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. But yeah, let me know. What are your summer plans? I would love to know. Drop them in the chat. What are your summer plans this year, if you have any? Um, Definitely let me know because I would love to know what your plans are. But I don't really have anything lined up just yet. But when I do, I'll take you along with me. I'll be like, come on, y'all, come on, Kimmy Bays, let's go. Because I'm ready for a really nice, long vacation. I'm so ready, y'all. I'm ready to bust up out of here. I make it seem like jail. But for real, like, I'm ready to bust up out of here and have some fun, y'all. Because life is just so serious. It really is. I just need a break. I need a moment to just let my hair down and just be able to feel the vibes of in another state or country. So we shall see. But just know when I'm in another state or country, I'm going live to let you know about it. So that's what I'm going to be on. So, ooh, boy. All right, I am finalizing this. Like, I can't even show you the closet. Like, I feel like we really haven't gotten nowhere. In my opinion, I really feel like we haven't gotten nowhere. It's crazy. That's why I'm probably just going to be focused on, like, if I do a closet refresh, I'll probably just refresh my jeans, but not my tops, because I got tops for days. Like, it's crazy that I'm still on my tops right now. It's crazy. Like, but the good thing is I am almost done. So that's a major plus that we're almost done with the tops. But I'm definitely not going to be able to get to the pants today because your girl is tired now. Like, this is wearing me out, y'all. I don't even know how this, like, I literally had this on the live. How did this end back up in the bin? I'm literally tripping right now. I'm tripping. How did that end up in the bin? Okay, I think I can get rid of this. I usually wear this. This is one of my favorite tops. I usually wear this like in the fall. It's like a bodysuit. And I just love the color of it, like a mocha. But I didn't even wear it this year. Well, last year. So, but it's one of my favorite tops. But I usually wear this in the fall. Nothing like a good mocha in the fall. I like to wear like my lively colors in the summertime. Like, I want my bright yellows. I want my green. I want my purple. My pink. All my bright colors to the front. That's what I be wanting. So that's why I'm like trying to get all my tops that are very lively and with color. So I don't really have any plans this weekend, I believe, unless it's just filming and stuff, but I don't really have any plans, not that I know of. Because I know it was pretty busy like last weekend and stuff, so I don't think I really have any plans this weekend. Because I know that I need to get back into filming my content and stuff, and I definitely want to be consistent on my YouTube vlogs. Because I don't want to keep slacking on that. and I have a new idea for it. So I'm so ready to like execute it so y'all can see it and let me know what y'all think about it. So where is this hanger? Oh my god. Let me go over here. I'm over here fighting for my life trying to find hangers. Like, it's crazy. But I'm finding them. Barely, but I'm finding them. So. Okay. Well, I'll put this right here because I can't, like, move the door. Because then I'll have to move all of this. So that would be a whole mess. I still can't get over this dress. I remember when I had put it on and I was just like, I didn't really care for it. Because I think I got this from, like, what was it? Pretty Little Thing. And it's so crazy now. They have revamped their whole website. And I still haven't bought anything just yet. So I might see what are some cute pieces that they have at Pretty Little Thing. But if you need some summer outfit inspo, shoot, a lot of things. Glowy skin, if you need like ideas for like some glowy skin inspo, all of it. All of that stuff is on my LTK. I will also link that in the comments in the chat. So then that way you can take a peekaboo at all of my recommendations. I really came up with some really great recommendations for glowy skin, for summer outfits, inspo, swimsuits, shoe hauls, the whole nine. Yeah, Amazon has been really doing their big thing on everything because I've been finding like a lot of cute dresses, a lot of floral dresses, mini dresses, you know, your vibe for the summertime. They've been having like a lot of stuff. So if you want to check that out, definitely do that. I will, like I said, put it in the chat, my LTK link. So then that way you can take a link. I said you could take a link. So you could take a look at all of my recommendations. And then I've also, I don't know if you saw the announcement, but I said that I was going to start putting like my LTK recommendations under my post tab. So definitely check those out. I try to do that maybe like 2 or 3 times a week or something like that, giving you like suggestions and sharing like different suggestions between like purses, shoes. I know right now this trending is butter yellow. Like butter yellow has been everywhere. It's so pretty on the skin. But I did some like butter yellow inspo type things. And I got more coming. So definitely check out the post tab and see what you like and stuff. Because I'm always like finding all these cute items. And, you know, I got to just share it with y'all so y'all can be in the know of all of the stuff that I find. So that's what I've started doing. But I wanted to make sure that I announced that on this live, but I did announce it in my post tab that I would start doing that. So from time to time, or maybe 2 or 3 times a week, I will like share like my recommendations, and I'll always give you like the link to that item. So then that way you can take a look at it directly instead of having to go all over America trying to find it. So, so yeah, definitely do that. Take a peekaboo, see what you like and stuff. I have been loving my LTK journey so far. It's been really good, like starting from the beginning of the year. Because when I got in it, when I got accepted into the program, I think that was like around August. So I came in like the second half of the year. But it's really good to know like I'm about to basically complete my full year, which is honestly insane because next month is July. And I think I got in like the end of August or something like that. I have to look back at my dates. But it's crazy. Like, it's about to be a whole year since I've been in the LTK program, and it has been a great experience. And just being able to share my recommendations and all of that. So it's been really cool doing that. Like, I've been enjoying doing that a lot, y'all. So, and I have been growing on there as well. Like, I've been growing my following on there as well. So I know more is coming, but I've been growing my following on there as well. So if you have an LTK, follow me. If you don't have the LTK, if you don't have an LTK, but you want to get like the LTK app, you can. You just download the app and then you'll be able to like follow me from there. because I have my LTK link also in the link in my bio on YouTube. I completely forgot I did link it on here. So if I do forget to link it on my if I do forget to link it in the comments, the chat, or whatever, you can always check the link in my bio, because I did put my LTK link there as well, in case you don't want to wait on me and stuff. But I typically always put the links in the chat and stuff, like once every live ends and stuff. So I will definitely do that, so you can take a look and see what you like and stuff. But I am wrapping up these tops. I think I only have like 3 more tops I gotta put on hangers, or maybe not, 4 or 5. Oh Jesus, 6. Okay, I thought we was getting somewhere, but I guess not. Dang. Oh my god. All right, so I'll hang these tops up, and then I'm going to hop off our call, y'all. I'm glad I've been on here for a long time. I know, like, I think I got on here, like, I honestly don't even know what time I got on here, to be honest with you. But I know I've been on here for a long time now. And that's how you know, like, I am nowhere near done. Jesus. All right, let's see. Let me at least get some of these hangers, like, out and stuff. Okay, now everything is just falling. Jesus. Alright, let me get another hanger. I'm just gonna start putting stuff like down here, because now it's getting chaotic on this, and basically it's getting chaotic in this corner. And then my water, oh my god, everything is happening. Like, everything is happening. Alright, so I don't need this. I just need extra hangers so I can hang some of this stuff up. I'm trying to like multitask. Trying my best, y'all. Alright. Let me put this down here so I don't poke myself. All I need is a freak accident today. Alright. I'll just put this around a hanger. Let me get my water, because Lord knows I am thirsty, y'all. But yeah, I'm getting back into my vlogs and stuff, so definitely make sure you catch up on them. Catch up on all my vlogs. I actually did go through them and put them in different like categories, just to make it more easier and seamless for you to review them. They're all in my playlist tab. I do have a tab, well, not a tab. I do have it to where I have all of the vlogs that I've done so far in one like section. So you can binge watch all of those. And then all the other ones are like split into different like categories and stuff, so you can watch it that way. And it's actually way better that way, because I feel more organized and kind of gives me an idea how I want to navigate my page and how I want you to navigate it. So everything, all my vlogs are in the playlist tab. Make sure you take a look. It's the weekend. If you need something to binge watch, definitely binge watch it. And everything that everything that I mentioned in this vlog about everything that I've been going through since, well, I only mentioned like maybe the Maybelline, the PR from Lip Bar, and the YouTube in my Life Lately vlog. That's the latest vlog that I've done. I think it's been out for like 2 weeks or something like that. If you have not watched it, make sure you go ahead and do it. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're new here. And make sure you go check it out. Like, I really gave a detailed like summer makeup inspo look. It came out really nice. I really want you to check it out. And then also, I just really went into more detail about the YouTube event and about the Maybelline collab and the Lip Bar brand collab, all of that. PR packaging. So definitely go ahead and take a look at the Life Lately vlog. That's the latest vlog that I have so far. I'm hoping to film a new vlog soon. Hopefully this weekend. We shall see. Fingers crossed. But yeah, make sure you go and check that out. And you can find it in the playlist tab, or you can just find it under my videos. Like I said, it's the latest one that I have, and I really loved it, and I would love for you to check it out and watch it, like, comment, and subscribe. So I really have fun creating that video. As you can see in the video, you'll see like different things that I did and stuff. So I hope that you love it and enjoy it, because I definitely did. But it's not up to me, it's up to you to watch it. So trying to think of any other announcements as far as like lives. I mean, I've been doing lives since like last year, I believe. So if if you're new here, this is how my lives are typically. This is basically typically how my lives are, really. But you can also take a look at my other lives that I did like last year, and get caught up on those, and that's under the live tab. So you can always binge watch it, press that loop button, and just watch it, to get to know me more and stuff. So like I said, if you're new here, that's a good way to get to know me, is through my lives, and a good way to get to know me is through my vlogs. And like I said, all the vlogs are in the playlist tab for you to binge watch. And I also have them in like categories, so then that way, like life in my 20s, you could watch that, or beyond and beyond, because I can't think of it at the top of my head right now. But yeah, so if that's how you want to, not how you want to, but that's how you can catch up on everything that is going on. And like I said, I'm going to be implementing all of my LTK recommendations in my post tab. So definitely make sure you check those out. And, if you see something, then grab it. So let me I'm trying to see if I can. Actually, I might just swing this through here. Some of this stuff, I'm like, godly. I really love this top, y'all. Like, this is one of my favorite tops. It's so cute. And I love the way it makes noise. It kind of makes me feel like Tina Turner a little bit when I hear the noise of it. But if my outfit didn't come in time, I probably would have just wore this to the YouTube event. But it's so cute. I got it from Forever 21. And definitely one of my favorite outfits. I think I paired it with like some satin purple pants, because again, purple is my favorite color. But I definitely would have worn this if I could not find an outfit for the YouTube event. So I always have backups in my closet. It never fails. I always have backups. Okay, this is a dress, so I can go ahead and put this up, because I still got to transfer this stuff over to that. Okay, I think we are getting close to wrapping this up, because all this stuff just got to get transferred over. So yeah, I'm getting closer to being done. So I actually got like 4 more tops to put on hangers. We're getting somewhere, guys. We are getting somewhere. Let's put this here. Oh my God, I hate when this stuff gets all tangled. Jesus. It's always some tangling situations going on. All right. Okay, I need another hanger over here. Just throwing stuff everywhere. Like, can you tell that I'm ready to get done with cleaning out this closet? And I'm nowhere near done is the crazy statement. Okay. Alright, now I gotta put this top on a hanger. So I need another hanger. Yeah, I need to cool it on the sweaters. Like, I have so many sweaters, y'all. It's not even funny. But I'm such, like, I always collect all these tops. And then I forget about my jeans sometimes. I'm like, I got plenty of tops to go around forever and ever, amen. I need to get some more jeans and pants. Because I got plenty of tops for days for it to take this long. Like, I feel like once I get to the jeans part, it's not going to take that long. Like, at all. And then this, I can just, here's a little thingy. Let me get a hanger for that. Okay. And then, of course, this live will be in the playlist tab. I put all my lives in my live streams tab. Well, not live stream tab. I put all of my lives in my playlist tab so you can be able to watch this live later on in case you missed my live today. But it's okay. I forgive you. But, yeah. They're all in my playlist tab. And it's in my live streams where you can catch up on all my lives that I've done up to date. But I cannot have this happen again where I go 7 months without talking to y'all. I need to hold myself accountable. I can't forget about my Kimmy Babes YouTube community. I've been so locked in on my TikTok and my Instagram. I got to lock in on my YouTube. So bear with me. Just bear with me, guys. But it's all good. At least I got on today to talk with y'all. And I'm glad that y'all, you know, have been watching and everything. And I appreciate you for watching. All right. I think that is all the tops. Because everything else, like, I know this definitely. Okay, I still need a hanger for this. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I hope my glare isn't too bad, y'all, because I'm trying to get a new phone. I know I said this last year that I was going to get a new phone because my phone had cracked last year. It was so sad. It cracked in my house, like in the kitchen. It cracked, like really bad. So I hope the glare isn't too bad, but hopefully this year I'll be able to get a new phone so I ain't got to deal with this, because I will make sure that I have a screen protector because I'm not playing no games. So hopefully the glare isn't too bad. Because on this end, it doesn't look that bad, but I could tell it's a glare. You could clearly tell it's some type of glare going on. Like, that's so annoying. But I should have just went and got a new screen protector last year until I got me a new phone. But me being hard-headed, not doing that, and then it ended up cracking, and now I have to deal with a glared screen. Like, it's so tragic. And sometimes I can't even film with, like, my front mirror because it literally will show in the video, and I'm like, oh my God. So I try to do everything literally with my back camera, or be at it like a certain angle so then that way you don't see the glare. But I tried to do this at a certain angle, but I still feel like you could see like some type of glare. So it's a whole mess, y'all. Just bear with me. But when I get a new phone, I definitely will show it off on the live. So, but all right, I think we can wrap this up now because I have gotten like all the tops. I've gotten all my summer tops out of this bin. So the bin is empty. I'm just been putting like my winter stuff. So I'll be putting it in these type of bins. So now I could put like all my winter stuff in here. But Yeah, I'm tired. I gotta go sit down, take a break, and then come back to this. But I might do another part of clean out my closet. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but I will. I don't know when. Um, but I gotta put all this stuff back in here because now my closet looks like a tornado, like hit and never stopped, literally. So um, I might do another part. Stay tuned for it. I might make an announcement when I'm going to like be on live or something like that, or just look for me to be on live, honestly. But we're getting back into my live stream era. It was really good being able to talk with you, Kimmy Babes, and make sure you catch up on everything. All of my lives in the playlist tab, and all of my vlogs in the playlist tab. And enjoy my newest vlog that I have up, which is Life Lately. Definitely watch that. You will get a few, not even a few giggles, a lot of giggles out of that because you know I be talking literally like my story times and stuff. But yeah, make sure you check that out and I will talk to you later. Bye, Kimmy Babes.